Hi guys, thanks for clicking and deciding to see what I have to say. We'll figure it out. We'll see where this goes. I want to say thank you for being here with me. I don't even really know how to start this. I just want to talk about why I am the way, how I came to be such a positive person, and how right now I'm watching things manifest like right before my eyes, and the best way I can describe it is that it feels supernatural, like in a way. Okay. I have been practicing the power of positivity for years now, and I'm gonna tell you where it started. It started off my first husband. Okay, that was a very, very bad situation. He had an addiction to opioids, and that's a whole nother vlog topic. What? And that's going to be a good one. Oh boy, do I have a lot to share in that and what I got out of that. And so, anyways, so when you find yourself in really desperate situations, and you really can either self-destruct or just like desperately seek God in prayer, and you're just so desperate because you feel so broken. All the things that I went through with that really made me stronger. It really made me stronger, and I've been practicing positivity and gratitude for a lot of years now. I would say maybe 10 to 12 years of just like practicing. When I say practicing, I mean that like it's a sport. You get better at it over time. You practice it. You know that when you do it every day, you're going to start to get better and better and better and better. And so I'm at this place in my life now where I'm just like, whoa, I'm like blown away almost, like seeing how in control I can be of what happens to me and my health and what I choose, and getting exactly what I want. That's what I mean by it feels a little supernatural, is that I've been getting exactly what I want. And I'm at a place now where I'm so intentional with what I'm doing and how I'm doing it that it's happening for me. It's not just like, oh well, it's becoming a little bit of less of like, well, if it's not meant to be, or well, I don't know, we'll see. You know what I mean? Like there's just like less indecisiveness, and there's been, how do I put this? Okay. Number one for me is the Word of God. About how God has plans for me to prosper. I know that some of you have heard me talk a lot about this, but there's a reason I talk a lot about this, and that's because it is good. It is good. Okay? And it doesn't mean I don't have hard times, but it is just life-changing when you actually believe it. Your faith. That's why the Bible talks about how powerful your faith is. Let it be according to your faith. Let it be according to what you are speaking into your life. Okay? You are not on the strings of God, and he's just sitting there messing with your life or this or that. It's all in the Word of God, okay? Well, and then I read a book that was brought into my life that was also life-changing and life-giving. Oh my goodness. Dr. Caroline Leaf. She was a brain surgeon. She studies the brain and our thoughts. And this was when she was the first one I heard speak about this kind of stuff, about manifesting what we say and this and that, and how a positive, happy thought, good feelings, forgiveness, it was very, it was full like a tree, and I can't remember all of the science, what's that word? because I'm on the spot. It's a vlog, and it's like, sometimes I feel awkward, and like, I don't know what a word is, but like, I know what it is. It's just that like, you guys are all staring at me, and I'm like, stop staring at me. I'm just kidding, no. Anyway, but it is weird. I have to say, talking to a camera, it's kind of is different. It's different when you're not talking to a person. All I see is myself, and I'm just like, So, anyways, healthy thoughts. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. And I don't even remember exactly where I left off. Okay. And she shows in his books, this was a book that I read from Dr. Caroline Leaf. Okay. And she shows the unhealthy thought, which is a negative thought, and a healthy thought. And she just talks about all the science behind what we say to ourselves and how we manifest that. And it's cool too, because she also backs all of this up with Bible verses and how God has been trying to let us know for a long time, but now it's the cool thing, you know what I mean, to like, about, because, you know, you have the book like The Secret and stuff like that, which I do believe in The Secret. I believe it's God's design. So there's that. God created science, and he created us with people that have actual energies and frequencies. And some of us are performing at higher frequencies, and some of us don't know we can perform at high frequencies and feel better and feel good and not have to deal with so much mental health. And I'm not even knocking mental health. I'm not even saying it's not a real thing and you just need to get over it and da 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 da. No, like you need to take care of yourself. There's so many ways we could take care of our mental health too. You know, I've dealt with really severe anxiety. It's something you don't wish on anyone. And that's also why we're here. That's also why I talk about this stuff, is because I'm like, people need to know. People need to know we could take back what belongs to us. We could take it back. We could be who we want to be. We can be happy. And at least when hard things come, you know how to handle it way better, and how to put yourself in a position where it's not something that controls you. So anyways, her book was so awesome, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to complain about anything anymore. And that was another big thing. She talks a lot about like gratitude, like stop complaining, don't complain, don't give it the time of day. Like, if anything, this is how you start practicing. You have to start changing your mind about the way you feel about something, or about the way you see people. So if you're angry at people all the time, you got to change your mind a little bit about how you feel about that, which is what I say is that, so if someone makes me really mad, and I'm not saying people don't ever make me mad, but if someone makes me mad, I have to change my mind about the way I'm looking at the whole situation. And I even have to go, wow, that person's just really broken. That's why they did that. That's why they do that. Like, when you can kind of see people trying to put you down in a way, or they just say something hurtful or whatever it is, you go, you know, this person must be really insecure with themselves, or they must be really unhappy. Maybe they're going through something I don't know about. And so we do this with all kinds of things in our everyday lives. If you're not a morning person and you hate it, but you know it would benefit you to be up at 6 a.m., you need to stop saying, I'm not a morning person. You need to start saying, I am becoming blank. I am becoming a morning person. I'm becoming more responsible. I no longer procrastinate. And those are things I have to say to myself. We write the book about who we are as people. We write that book, okay? And, you know, nobody else is going to have your back like you are at the end of the day when you want things to go your way. Stop blaming other people around you. Take responsibility for everything. So anyways, I was talking about emotions and how it's normal to get upset, to for something to bother you, whether it's rational or not. We are human, but what's important is not to dwell on it, not to spend too much time in it. So one thing that Dr. Caroline Leaf talks about is that it's okay for us to have certain feelings and go through things. It's just the amount of time you spend on it, and do your emotions start to become toxic? Like, where's your head at with this thing that is taking up a lot of your time and making you feel heavy, or making you feel burdened, or just pissed off? Like, you need to come up with a fast mental, intentional solution to say, whoa, I don't want to live in this headspace anymore. I need to forgive this person. And it doesn't mean you have to sit there and like write them this long letter. And it doesn't even always mean you have to talk to them about it. Okay? Sometimes, and that might be therapeutic, and I think we all know deep down when something really needs to be discussed or were to put out in the open. And there's some things you let it go. You go, you know what, is this one really worth pursuing? Obviously this is in regards to like people and relationships and stuff like that. Like you know, determine whether or not it's worth pursuing. But forgiveness is like, you have to come to an emotional place where you are truly letting it go, and in your heart you're truly forgiving that person. And so every time this thought and reminder comes back to you, instead of allowing yourself to get upset, start saying out loud, like, I am moving forward from this because this person might be unhappy, or I'm moving forward from this because I'm also choosing to forgive myself. Sometimes we're in situations where we beat ourselves up about things and we don't forgive ourselves, and we punish ourselves by not letting ourselves be happy for the rest of the day or the rest of the week because we feel so guilty. There's nothing wrong with almost immediately moving on from feeling bad about something you did. You don't have to live in that. You feel like, oh, well, I don't deserve to just get over this thing, and it was messed up of me, it wasn't cool, or I did this or I did that, and like we feel like almost like we have to punish ourselves a little bit by not moving on from it, because it looks like we're just saying, well, oh well, I messed up, I don't care, you know, like I'm just gonna get over it. It's not that. There's a difference. Like, you acknowledge your mistake and how you're going to do better the next time, but then you just get over it. You have to. You can be happy for the rest of the day. Even if you feel like you don't really deserve that, you could still, you know, go about your normal routine and do the things that are healthy for you. So I don't remember if I had mentioned Dr. Joe Dispenza, but he wrote a book, and several, I believe, and he talks about the whole positive healing thing a lot in a similar way that Dr. Caroline Leaf does. And Dr. Joe Dispenza is talking about something which is becoming actually more science-based and proven that we can actually heal ourselves regardless of what genetic DNA has. No matter what our genetic DNA is, no matter what a doctor has told us, we can heal ourselves no matter what it looks like. And we do this, you guys can look him up, see what kind of books he has, and see, because I'm not going to go into all of the details of that. It's not really for me to explain or try to be honest, but it does have a lot to do with claiming things and faith. And so for me, it's claiming things through my faith, and knowing how I was made and what I am made of and what my potential is. I've always joked around about being a hot mess, because I can be such a hot mess, and I would procrastinate a lot, or this, or just get so easily distracted it's not even funny. And I started, I think it was last year, started saying like, no, I don't get easily distracted anymore. That's not me anymore. I'm not that person. I don't make, and I won't even poke fun at myself. Every once in a while it'll kind of come out, but I already know what I'm doing to myself, and that's backtracking if I make fun of myself. Because you know what, I have a sense of humor. Like, we could be funny about it. We could talk about our flaws, and we're always going to be working on ourselves like that. This isn't like, let's reach this point of perfection where we just like never mess up, or we never this. No, it's not that. It's just like knowing that you can become a new person at any point in time if you wanted to inspire anyone out there who just maybe is going through a really hard time, or you're really hard on yourself, and you just feel like, well, I am who I am. Well, that's just me. You choose that. You choose it every single day. I think that's like everything-ish. I feel like there was more points to be had, you know? There's just like those. I'm gonna stop this, and I'm gonna remember the other things I wanted to say, but so anyway. So some of you guys already know, and you're already doing this, and that's amazing if you are, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I hope that someone out there got something out of this, you know, and sometimes it's just listening to it again. But I know the whole like it feeling supernatural and energies and stuff like that, that's I guess the part where sometimes people go like, wait, supernatural though, like what does that mean, you know? um but yeah, I would really encourage you guys to read books. I don't care how cheesy or whatever it is you think of. Don't be above reading self-help books. Like, you're gonna get something out of it every time. I could read a title and I'm like, well, I don't really need to work on that particular issue, but I guarantee if I pick up that book, I'm gonna get so much out of it. So thank you so much for watching. If you watch this, it means a lot, and I hope that someone got something out of it. And please like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want. I'm going to continue to make videos like this, just share what I'm doing as far as health and fitness maybe. I tried to make them entertaining. I hope it wasn't all over the place. I don't always know. I just always feel like I lose my train of thought, and then I overanalyze a little bit, and so I start biting things. I'm just gonna end this. And that's another thing. I'm like, how do I end this? Bye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you. Come again. Like and subscribe. Also, this is not crooked, which the tattoo artist did tell me. He said, your arm's like this, it's straight. However, a lot of times, your arm's gonna lay when you're walking to your side or whatever. See how it looks crooked when I do this too? It's not crooked. And I said, no, it's okay, it won't bother me. I didn't want it here on the side of my arm. I don't know, this was my vision right here, was for it to just be, sorry, I'm trying to have a straight arm. It's for it to be just dead center. So, and this is the reason I got this arrow, is it's about focus and not looking around me, but just moving forward and not getting distracted. It's a part of me setting in stone. Have an amazing day or night, whatever time of day you're going into. I hope it's good. I hope your week is good. How about that?